think it's going to be a spicy Drake Passage. Look at these white caps. It's our Antarctica trip. Let's get on the boat first, actually.
Basically, all the ships navigate through. If you have any papers in hand, take them off.
Yeah. First step, try jackets. I wouldn't say you get these for free, they're just part of your buy. That's a little big.
It is a little big. I did ask for a large though.
Well, you're gonna put stuff under it, right?
Yeah.
So, it's our room. It's the veranda room. So the bathroom is over there. Closets, full king size bed, table and a desk. But the real star, the reason I booked it, so that we would have a view. Yeah, that was the right call. Fit check. Lisa's already taken hers off. These are nice jackets. I do like this. We are all settled in here in our room. We've got our jackets sorted out, and looks like Lacey's already started to unpack a little bit. We have a few things we need to do on this first day. So here in 10 minutes, we need to go down for the safety briefing. Not sure if there's going to be a drill or not, but we have to go down for the briefing and orientation. Then there'll be dinner, of course. The boat is slated to leave at 8 p.m. tonight, and we've heard that the Drake Passage is going to be relatively flat, plus this boat has stabilizers, so really nothing to worry about there. But we are getting excited to leave the dock. It took us 4 days, not of all travel, but kind of bouncing around, stopping in Buenos Aires for a day, spending a day here in Ushuaia. And we've been planning this for a year, so we're excited to get it started.
But it's also the beginning of an amazing adventure. So I really hope we're gonna have an amazing trip together. We're gonna go day by day. We're gonna follow the expedition, but before that I need to do a little bit of a safety introduction of the ship and how life works on board. Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, we will be crossing the Drake Passage for about 2
All right, so came back to the room, already turned down. We have the emergency drill here in a second, and they took off earlier than they originally told us. They told us an 8 p.m. departure, and we are underway.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the message from the bridge. Passenger emergency drill will take place in 10 minutes time, and general emergency signal consisting of 7 shorts followed by 1 long blast will be sounded.
So for my former shipmates, when we worked on the Windglad boats, they put this stuff on the decks called Flexi-Teak, and it looks just like this. Because that's Flexi-Teak. And guys, what do you think we have right outside our door? A huge bubble. Good to see it hasn't gotten any better in 20 years. Dinner was really good. Lacey and I then took a tea up to the forward lounge, had it completely to ourselves, which was amazing. It's the first night, so we're gonna get unpacked, make everything seaworthy here, because we're gonna be hitting the Drake Passage at the end of the Beagle, somewhere between midnight and 1 a.m. And we don't wanna get woken up by stuff flying all over the place. So I'm gonna leave you there, and I'll see you in the morning. Day 2 on the boat, on the Drake Passage, headed to Antarctica, about a day and a half total transit time. Not a lot to do today. Lacey is down at one of the educational lectures right now about seabirds. I don't have a ton of interest in that, to be honest. So she's down enjoying that. But a lot of time just in transit. So reading, getting some meals, going outside, getting some fresh air. They say that when you do this, you get either the Drake Lake or the Drake Shake. I would say we're somewhere in the middle. The captain said the swells are about 3.5 meters, which is not tremendously high for a boat of this size, plus there's stabilizers. So we had a very good night's sleep. The boat is moving around a little bit. I have seen some guests having some seasickness issues, but we've been fine for the most part. I thought I'd touch a little bit on just why are we here. So Antarctica has been on Lacey and I's bucket list trip for 20 years, as long as we've been together. We met working on a cruise ship. formerly at Lindblad Expeditions. I was the chief engineer. Lacey was the bosun's mate. Well, I should say Lacey had a bunch of jobs. She was a stew, she was a deckhand, she was a bosun's mate, she was the purser. So she wore a lot of different hats on that boat at different times. But that's where we met. And Lindblad Expeditions is partnered with National Geographic, and they go all over the world. Our ship was primarily on the West Coast. We would do Alaska in the summer and winters in Baja, Mexico, spring and fall, Columbia and Snake River. But they did have expeditions to Antarctica. And as a crew member, you did get a discount actually if you wanted to go on one of those cruises. Unfortunately, even with the discount, it was well outside of what either of us could afford at the time, so we never took advantage of that. But we always wanted to get down here. Fast forward to last year, it was Lacey's 50th birthday, and this year, a month ago, was our 20th anniversary together. And I thought this would be a great trip to celebrate that on. Now, we saved for about 10 years to go on this trip. It is not cheap, and there are a number of different places you can go. We did not go with our former employer, simply because the cost was actually like 1.5 times what we ended up spending. Instead, we chose Polar Latitudes. Now, there are a lot of companies that come down to Antarctica. And when you're selecting a vendor, there are a couple things you want to look at. So first and foremost, the smaller ship you go with, the more time you get to spend doing things in Antarctica. And let me explain. So if you go with like a huge cruise ship, like a Celebrity Cruise, or even some cases like a Viking Cruise, those boats can have 400 or 500 people on them. And actually, if your boat is more than 400 guests, I don't actually think you can get the permits to go ashore. So if you're thinking about doing this, you definitely want to look at the size of the vessel. The other thing that was attractive to us about Polar Latitudes is this specifically is an expedition cruise ship. And what that means is you're not just looking from a balcony out at the stuff. You're getting in kayaks. You are taking Zodiacs ashore and going on hikes and walking amongst the penguins. If the weather is good, we are actually going to get to spend a night sleeping on the continent, which we are really looking forward to. So when you're looking at these types of trips, you have to look at not just cost. You have to look at, well, what am I going to get to do when I go there? Does it match the type of thing I want to do? Maybe you don't want to go ashore and do all those things, but we certainly did. The other thing that was important for me, just because I'm an engineer and because I spent so much time on ships, I went with Polar Latitude specifically because this boat, the Sea Venture, has a Class 1A hull, which is what you want if you're going into an icy environment like Antarctica. So not that I'm expecting there to be any trouble, but the stronger the hull, better I will feel. Our trip specifically is called Crossing the Circle, and Polar Latitudes has a number of different itineraries that you can choose from. I chose this one specifically because, as the name implies, you get to go below the Arctic Circle. There's a ceremony that goes on as part of that, just like when you cross the equator, you get your shell back. Just like when you cross the equator and you get your shell back, there's a ceremony for coming down here for crossing the Arctic Circle. So I wanted to do that. For us coming from Maine, it was essentially 2 days to get down here and 2 days going back with an overnight in Buenos Aires. There are other flight options, but that's how it worked out for us. So you tack on, that's 4 days plus 12 days on the boat, plus a day on either side for the transit. You know, taking 3 weeks off from work is not the easiest thing for either of us, and this was just the one that fit best with our schedule. Oh, and one last thing. I had always been told that these trips booked 6 to 12 months out, and we certainly did that. I'd had this booked for 12 months. I will note that in talking to some other travelers when we were in Ushuaia, it sounds like there's an opportunity, and you would need to look into this. I don't know anything about it. That if you go down to Ushuaia and you don't have something booked, the cruise ships will actually sell open staterooms at the last minute if they have them. And so we heard an amazing story about somebody that came down, stayed in Ushuaia for, I think it was 4 or 5 days, waiting for an open berth. And then was able to get on a ship at like half cost. So look into that. I don't have any of the specifics around that, so don't hold me to it, but it sounds like it's a really interesting opportunity if you have the time to come down and wait. And Ushuaia and Tierra del Fuego National Park are certainly worth exploring. So if you have the time, go about that. For the rest of our day, I will show you what it looks like out here in the Drake Passage. Again, not the roughest seas, certainly better than I was hoping for. And maybe I will show you part of one of the educational lectures, but for the most part, this is just a transit day, and I'm not expecting to get to show you much.
Everything runs smoothly. Regarding to ice, here we have a
was us trying on our wetsuits for the immersive kayaking program, which we signed up for. Very excited about that.
I'm Laura, I'm French-Canadian, and I'm the expedition leader.
Hi everybody, some of you have met me yesterday already. My name is Mark, I come from Hamburg, Germany, all the way in the northern part of Germany, and I'm your guest experience manager. So if there's anything that we can do to make your voyage better, more memorable, just let me know. Thank you very much.
Day 3 of the trip, another transit day. It takes a long time for us to get to Ushuaia, and then it's 2 days to pass the Drake. So we are still making our way. They said we should get to Antarctica tonight. They didn't say a specific time, so we will see what time we actually get there. Not sure how much video I'll take. Not much interesting to show you other than more waves and some safety briefings. So I may pick you up tomorrow. All right, day 4 of the adventure. We are finally making landfall today. So plan for the day is breakfast. We're gonna take a quick look at some ice that's floating by here. And then later today, we're gonna start with a kayak as part of the immersive kayaking program we're in. And then we're actually gonna go for a hike. That wind is strong. We're actually gonna go for a hike on a small island called Detail Island that has a weather observation hut that was built in 1956 by the British. It was only used for 2 years, and there should be penguins, so we're super stoked. So let's get our first view of Antarctica and some sea ice. It's also snowing. Just realized I forgot one of the most important parts of this morning. At 9:30, which is in 40 minutes, we are crossing the Arctic Circle. That's one of the whole reasons I booked this particular trip. So they're gonna have an announcement here in a bit, and then we'll go up on deck and celebrate with everybody. But that's actually the big thing for the day. The kayaking and the hiking is always a close second, but the crossing the circles is the big thing.
Weather that we will be go across the circle. We will invite you all in Deck 5 Lounge to gather and celebrate the crossing of the circle. So if you can all meet in Deck 5 Lounge, you're gonna find some staff and we can all celebrate together. Thank you.
This is normal. This isn't bad at all. Maine. About to cross. We're about to cross the circle.
Out on Deck 5 Lounge, we will be crossing the circle in about 3 minutes. 10 seconds, we will be crossing the circle. Please get ready. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Officially.
We crossed the invisible line!
The invisible line!
It does look the same.
I feel different.
I feel
I would like to get in the front for this.
It's a King Neptune.
All right, Lace, it's not the worst thing you've kissed today.
It's not wrong.
I'm sitting here reading a book, look out my window, and I see this. Look at, I gotta put my shoes on. Holy hell. Try to get myself for perspective. Man, those icebergs just come out of nowhere, don't they? Yeah. Right out of the mist. So that's Detail Island, but the wind is above 30 meters per second, which is above the operating limits. So we're not doing the landing we were originally planning to. You gotta be flexible when you come up here. All right, well, the change in plans is here. You can see it is a lot flatter out. That is Antarctica. Pretty astounding. So the plan is we're actually gonna get to kayak, which we're very excited about. So we just had lunch. We have to get suited up in our dry suits, which will be fun, and head out. We got about half an hour to get ready. Lacey, the former bosun, overseeing Zodiac operations. Their crane is significantly nicer than the one we had. Oh, look at this. Overhead. Kayaking. There's like 10 of us. You get to kayak more than everybody else. You also still get to go ashore, which is great. But instead of kayaking like once or twice, we get to kayak like every day. So.
So scoot your butt all the way back in the seat, sit up nice and straight, and then knees tucked inside.
So we don't go right, we're just hanging out waiting for it. Not sure if the audio will pick up the popping air bubbles coming out of the ice.
Around 2 hours.
Everybody but Bruce followed the instructions.
Yeah, I got almost exactly 2 hours on my watch. That was an amazing day 4. We just had dinner. I think we're gonna go have one cocktail and then call it an early night. Tomorrow is gonna be another full day. Bluebird day for day 5. Check out the views off the port side. Let me show you the size of these icebergs we're going by. Like that is easily twice to 3 times the size of our house above water. No, it's actually bigger than that. So we are headed to a place called Stonington Island, which has a research base. It was abandoned in the 70s, originally built in the 50s by the British. We're not quite sure yet if we're kayaking. We have to see what the weather is when we get there. If not, we'll just Zodiac, hike to that base, see some penguins and other wildlife toward the base and come back. If we are kayaking, we will kayak for an hour and a half, then do the hike. And then this afternoon, we're supposed to actually go to the continental landing in a place called Red Rocks, which has penguins, but it's at that time that we'll actually step foot on the continent of Antarctica. It's gonna be a full day. It is almost 8 o'clock now. Boat ops start at 9, so I need to go get ready. Well, the wind picked up. It is blowing 45 knots an hour out there and gusting up to 60, so you can see it. Not really conducive to boat operations or kayaking, so they're gonna move everything I just said to tomorrow. We're gonna have some lectures on board today, and then this afternoon, definitely Zodiac tours, perhaps some kayaking, but probably just Zodiac tours a little bit further south. Whew. Just got a great workout in, visited the sauna. I'll have to show you around the boat later. They just announced we're gonna have our first briefing for the overnight camping that we're gonna do later in this trip. So gotta go up there, I'll film a little bit of it. And we are still in transit to our next spot. Sounds like just Zodiac cruises today. So looking forward to it, of course, but the wind is still kicking. Look at this. Inside. Still in my duck shorts from the sauna.
Hello everyone to the camping briefing. Are you excited about camping? Woo! Yes, we are too, and that's what it's going to look like. Not exactly like this, but also pretty basic. It won't be glamping, but our equipment will be a bit more up to date, a bit better than their equipment, but we won't have a tent. And usually there are a few different types of personalities during the camping activity and after the camping activity. Everyone experiences it differently. So there is type A, the person that thinks everything is great from the very first second on till the last, best experience ever in their whole life. Then there is type B that is excited afterwards. Okay, it was fine, it was a good experience to have, but might not do it again. And then there is type C, which is a bit uncomfortable most of the time, but still once in a lifetime experience. Everyone experiences it differently, but we try to make it the best experience ever for everyone. And there we have a staff member, Emilia, for and during the camping and after. What do you think, which type of fun he had, which category? I would say more B. While he was in the sleeping bag, he was nice, warm and comfortable. During the breakfast the next day, he didn't look that happy anymore. But mostly due to lack of sleep, I would say.
Is he still with you?
He's still with us. The date is still to be announced. It's the activity that is the most weather-dependent activity. It has to be perfect.
So they've just announced that this is the furthest south this ship has ever been. And they've opened up the Lido deck in the bow for the first time. So first we're gonna head up on the Lido deck. Look at the size of this iceberg behind us. didn't quite make it to the bow. I thought that was the way to the bow.
This is like better.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like watching her. There's some great waves and splash.
All right, now go to the bow proper, I think. This is incredible. It's kind of a unique one, huh? It's got the circular depression. There's just no way the camera is able to tell you about this place. I'm kind of speechless at the moment. Well, day 5 did not go as planned. We didn't get to do either of the 2 activities, and in fact, we didn't even get the Zodiac cruise that they had promised because the wind kept picking up. But we did get to do a couple amazing things. First and foremost, we had blue skies. We were able to go further south and get out of the wind, and we had this amazing lunchtime opportunity to like get really close to an iceberg. And we also got to go further south than either this ship or this company has ever gone, so that was very cool. And what it also means is that tomorrow we get to do the 2 activities that were planned for today for Lacey's birthday, which we're very excited about. So we'll see you tomorrow. Day 6, also Lacey's birthday, so that's very exciting. So we're doing today what we're supposed to do yesterday, kinda. So we're at Stonington Island, which has an old research base on it from the British that was built in the 1950s. I can't quite get it from here, but we're gonna do Zodiac cruises for like an hour and then an hour and a half on shore. And then this afternoon, we're going to a place called Red Rocks that has a penguin colony, so we're super stoked about that. Unfortunately, the wind is too high, so we don't get to do our kayaking experience this morning, but hopefully we'll get to that later today. All right, I need to get dressed. I've got all my stuff laid out here. Now that we know what we're doing, it is -5 degrees Celsius and the wind is like 15 to 20 knots, so it's gonna be quite cold, but absolutely gorgeous. Another bluebird day. Let's get after it. This is the full get up here. Expedition jacket, life vest. It's quite cold. You can see that. So they split everyone into 4 groups. We're the 3rd group going out today. It spaces out the operations a little bit, make sure you don't all get bundled up. And luckily we had a little bit extra time, so just waiting for Lacey to come down. We'll get started. Wow.
Wait till you get to the glacier on the other side.
Foundation on Polar here. I can't believe we're here. It's all cold. Seal right there. So after a quick lunch, it is roughly 2 hours later, and now we are at the second location, which is Red Rocks. Because we're part of the immersive program, we are going to get to go kayak around this area first, hopefully see some penguins in the water, and then we will, after about an hour, transfer to shore and hike around. This is the getup. Having to go back and forth between these outfits is actually pretty hilarious, and you've got two people in a, I don't want to say they're small, but it's a confined space. It's pretty funny. There's Miss Barnett. It probably looks like we're overdressed, but it's so cold on the water that you definitely need to be. Lacey's got at least 2 hats on that I can see.
Yes.
2 hats, 3 pairs of socks for Lace. But this is the spot that has a population of penguins, so we are pretty excited. Pretty excited. And this will be where we step on the continent for the first time after our kayak, which is pretty exciting.
Number 5.
It's 5 for both of us, though not the same 5.
No, not the same 5.
Lacey's got in Asia, and I've got in Africa, so we need to swap those, but 5 of 7. Lacey, you're less than an hour from seeing penguins for the first time. How do you feel?
Very much excited. I know it's going to be smelly, but...
Remember, no yelling, no wooing.
Yeah, I will.
So what muscles are you using doing it that way? I ain't got no abs. Left of that rock, okay. All right side. You're just saying left. All right, I think we can even her out. When the penguin up on this hill. Oh, is he coming back down?
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 12.
Oh, wow. So many penguins. Penguins up there. Those are all penguins. Amazing. You see this solo one over here, Lace? About 1 o'clock. No, 1 o'clock over here, up on the rock.
Oh, it's sunning himself?
No, there's right ahead of you, and then look at like 1 or 2 o'clock. Like, turn your head to the right. See him? A little bit more to the right.
Oh.
It's all right. Yeah, there is an odor. God. This is amazing. There is a definite odor, though, to penguin guano. Oh my goodness. Look, it's a big seal. See the seal right there? Big boy. Hey, don't apologize. He cut us off. Molting. This guy's molting. Oh, sorry. Camera is working again. GoPro cut out. We had a penguin literally come up, swim next to the Zodiac, and like look at us and then flip up. It was amazing. And that one's just gonna have to be a moment for us.
Now you're gonna see some flag on the ground and some pixels. You don't go outside of that, but inside you can pretty much walk around. However, there's a lot of penguins. It's always 5 meters from the penguins, so if they walk toward you, you have to walk back, okay? No sitting, no kneeling, no crouching, no laying down, and no...
Hey, Lace.
Do you have your phone?
Yeah. Fifth continent.
Yeah. We gotta take a picture with the sign.
Okay. Where do you want to go, Lace?
Let's go up.
Yeah.
Let's see what Patty's.
Holy, we made it to the continent. So when you come here, it's important that you keep a distance from the wildlife. So they set up the perimeter. Set the perimeter here, and all the animals have the right of way. So you can see like that penguin is inside the perimeter. You still can't approach it, and if it comes towards you, you need to back up. So try and be respectful of that. That's why if you're wondering why we're not climbing up the hill, that's the reason. You see little penguin butts? What? You see the little penguin butts? Look at his little butt. Oh my goodness, look at him walking towards us. It's hard not to kneel. Another rule is we're not allowed to kneel, sit, set anything on the ground. No food. Really can't contaminate the area. Yeah, he's trying to get up. Just like a fart noise with his mouth.
This bird right here in front of us that looks completely different than the penguin. This is called a skua.
Skua.
And the skua is a scavenger.
Okay.
And it will go in, and when the eggs are laid, they'll try to get the eggs. They'll eat dead birds, and they'll try to get the chicks out of the nest and eat the chicks.
Oh, so they're
now these chicks are almost as big as the adults now. So they won't go after the bigger chicks. They're kind of in a crush now, but these birds will still hang around because there might be some sick birds that they can prey on, even bigger birds.
Got it.
So that's what they're doing.
Penguin on your 6.
I think you're good to do that.
Watching Lacey interact as these penguins have walked by her. There's like a childlike happiness. Oh, look at this guy coming towards me. This guy's just laying in the sun. I was curious what place he was taking a look at.
Dead.
You drained it?
Yeah.
Still have your phone. Hey, buddy! Hi! He's like, get out of the way. I need to get to the water. And then there's this guy. All right, day 7. Another amazing morning here in Antarctica. And today is actually Lacey's birthday. She Jedi mind tricked me the other day by telling me the night before it was her birthday the preceding day. So that's on you, Lace, not me. Today we're doing a Zodiac landing to go see more penguins and a hike. And then this afternoon we're going to a place called the Gullet, and it's actually the narrowest point on the map that this ship can get through. And we're gonna have the opportunity to kayak through it. So pretty excited about that. And then later today is the polar plunge. So we're both going to do that, I believe. So pretty full and exciting day here in Antarctica. In case you're wondering what you need to wear to go in Antarctica, 2 base layers, dry layer for the bottom. I've got this thermal layer on. I'll do a base layer, a puffy, this jacket, PFD, hat, glasses, neck gaiter, sunglasses. Quite a bit of stuff. This is what it looks like all put together. Another stunning morning.
Very good morning.
The name of the place we're going is Pourquoi Pas, which in French means why not. Pourquoi Pas. Pourquoi Pas. Pourquoi Pas. Jesus, Madame Wood would be so disappointed. Get off the Zodiac, and boom. Penguins here, penguins up there. 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 Lacey was like a 5-year-old yesterday. Looking forward to seeing that same excitement today. Where do you see the dead seal? Oh yeah. Good eye, Lace. She almost stepped right on one yesterday, so.
I did not. That was
I have an idea. I'm not sure if it's for it or not. There's nobody down that far one.
I'm watching these 3 coming right towards us.
Oh. It's hilarious watching them hop on the rocks. This is a fun spot because they're a lot more active here.
Oh, you see?
Oh, I just fell.
Oh, buddy.
Can you identify with that, Lace?
Yes.
Oh, he fell again.
Oh, buddy. You got it. Oh, we're supposed to be there.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm trying to get out of your way. We can't be too close to you. Are we too close? I think he's seeing all these people, and it's like, that's where I was headed. Oh. Just gonna walk by. I don't think that one likes the pace. It's actually not that much different than hiking in places in Maine. It's all just glacial till. Look at their feet.
That they would freeze.
Yeah, they're just big chicken feet.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. So there's these scavenger birds that live among the penguins. And they come in and they'll steal the eggs and they feed on the dead penguins. Hey Scotty, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Nice little spot you got here.
I know. It's been lots of molting going on here, and there is a.
Look at this guy. He's really cold.
This guy.
That's the EJ penguin.
Barely walk. Drunk on krill.
This guy right here.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about this guy.
No.
Yeah, that guy does look like he's like standing in the dunce corner. All these juveniles are molting. Their feathers and see. If you look up, there's a whole train coming. See them all running away. Have to get the feminine. It's Lacey's birthday. Look what they did. Happy birthday, Lace!
Vagina towels!
Rushing to get outside. We're headed towards the area known as the Gullet, and it's all ice out there. So curious to see how they're gonna get through it. What? So amazing. Hello, penguins! Oh, that one too. Dude, he's gone. He's like, I'm gonna go chill with those guys. Oh, they're gone too. Oh man, see the wakes they leave? Look how wow! That was a cool view. I hadn't seen them how fast they could swim like that. This is truly special. Just yep. Look at the blue. Seal up there.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. We're going to slowly make our turn towards the starboard side, and there's going to be a comeback that might show up. Also, we're going to have a night view into the beginning of the gullet. And again, I encourage everyone to come outside. The weather is amazing, and the landscape is even better. Thank you.
There's two. There's one over there and there's one right here.
Just missed a whale. Come on, buddy. This area would be good.
I went back down. Sorry, I got up here. I was like, oh, I might want those.
Don't tell the captain I'm on a fish.
So you can get looks like a dead end.
It's a cul-de-sac.
Great thing about choosing a boat like this over like a Viking or another cruise is there's like 104 people that work on the boat, and there's like 140 guests. I'm still able to find a portion of the deck all to myself to see things like this. You see this glacier over here? This is all glaciers, but like you see how this is all breaking apart? It's amazing. it is going to be an epic kayak experience. But in the meantime, just take it all in. Well, like I've been saying, the weather here in Antarctica is the boss, and it had other ideas than us kayaking in the gullet. The wind has picked up, as you can kind of see in the video here, and that means we will not be kayaking through the gullet. The boat is offering Zodiac cruises. You can see Zodiac's getting ready here. 4 guests to go through. It's a 3-hour Zodiac. Lacey and I have elected not to do that because we think the views will be better higher up. So we'll be on the 7th level of the boat as we pass through those areas. Polar Plunge is still on for later today, so looking forward to that. And I can't describe what it's like here. Like, well, it's undescribable. Like, I hate to be that guy, but it is absolutely stunning, and the views are like nothing I've ever seen. I don't know what the Arctic is like, but this place, you've got to come down here to experience it. Like, you can see photos, you can see this video. It just doesn't do it justice. So highly recommend coming down here. I also recommend coming with an expedition company. Like, we would not be able to get into this bay in a large cruise ship, like a Viking cruise ship or anything. Wouldn't be able to go on shore with the penguins as many times as we have. There's just a lot going on for this type of travel. So let's get this sailing through the gullet underway. Also, for my family, I'm sending out postcards from one of the research centers here that we'll be stopping at. So these will probably be there after this video is already posted, but you've all got postcards coming from Antarctica. Absolutely stunning. A few less people up here right now. Well, it happened again, in yet another turn of events. The gullet that we were going to go up is completely frozen, and so we're not going that way. And then the Polar Plunge also moved to tomorrow, given the conditions. So now we just get to enjoy this beautiful landscape. There's a couple whales here off our side that got reported. It's always something to see. And we'll have dinner later tonight.
So Bear Island is located right here. So sorry for the people, but we're at the bottom right now. We're gonna make our way up here and all those little islands, and then Bear Island is somewhere in the middle. So after the Zodiac cruise, we're all gonna come back on the ship, and then this time we actually gonna offer the It's a beautiful, it's gonna be a little island with ice around it. It's a beautiful scenery. And then we'll do Polar Plunge before lunch. That is the weather forecast for tomorrow. So the outside is a bit windy, but the inside look nice and blue as we like it. So it should be, again, a really nice day tomorrow. It's also forecast to be sunny. So again, sunscreen, everyone, if you don't want to look like my face right now. And in the afternoon, we're also gonna go, it's a series of islands. So it's a place called Fish Island. So it's multiple little islands around. It's a beautiful place for Zodiac cruising because you can go in between the island and can come visit one to the other. It's one of my favorite places in the area. So we're gonna do, again, it's right here. And it looks a little bit like this. So Fish Islands are kind of all around here, and then there's kind of the mainland here. So we're just gonna cruise in between all of this, trying to find a path around. And then in the evening, we're gonna aim for this little inlet here. really tiny inlet. So yeah, we will try to offer camping tomorrow. We don't have to keep a few things in mind. The first thing is the wind forecast. We need to have really nice wind because you don't want to have the wind to pick up during the night. So far the forecast looks really good in terms of wind. The other thing we have to think about is temperature. So as soon as we arrive in the area in the evening, we'll assess condition, and then with the camping guys we'll decide if it's safe to do so. So please just bear with us with all the announcement, but as soon as we have an answer, we will let you know.
Hey! I don't know, but I've been told someone here is getting old. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lassie. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Thursday, thank you. Thank you, sir. Happy birthday, hon. Thank you. Another day here on board, and it promises to be a good one if the schedule holds. It's also going to be extremely busy. This morning, in 45 minutes actually, have to meet the immersive kayak group. We'll be going out at a place called Beer Island, of all places, and kayaking through some islands, so that'll be fantastic. We will then come back and do the polar plunge that got delayed yesterday, have lunch, go to a different set of islands, explore those in the kayak, and then tonight after dinner, we are camping on the snow, weather permitting. So that is a lot to cram into one day. We will definitely be tired tomorrow morning, but we're both looking forward to it. So now I got to get all this stuff on and get outside.
Now you're wearing a suit.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. Good morning. Morning. Oh man, we were ready a lot quicker today than.
Today's gonna be epic.
Y'all need to do that.
Yesterday. That happened the day before.
I know.
And you know.
You weren't wrong.
Only after kids allowed. In the whale.
Humpback's feeding back here.
But same thing. Whale doesn't really want to eat that. If it's a small enough bird, it will get swallowed, and then it comes out. Scientists call it a bird brick. It's just a bird encased in poop. But I've also seen like a seagull and an eagle get caught in a whale's mouth. Too big. Whale comes to the surface, opens its mouth. A very bedraggled, confused-looking seagull comes out, looking like it's super hungover, had the worst time of its life.
We have humpback whales feeding from here on the kayaks, about 200 yards away. I'll put some photos from Lacey.
See, you're not allowed to laugh because it's scary. You might have to get you're gonna have to get some duct tape.
I've been trying for years, man. That's.
My mouth.
Oh, you can hear it.
It's weird. When you can hear them, you're really close.
This is where you need those huge ass lenses.
Yeah.
How you would do it in a kayak?
I didn't know that.
Okay.
How pretty is this?
It's gorgeous. Yeah, they're wrapping up.
Hello, fabrication. Hello, Brian. I know fabrication is another word for deception. You're in the perfect area. Brian, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be on the front of the zodiac every single time. That's my gift to you. You know, that was just revenge for the comment I made about his app.
Oh, so you guys have
In and out a little more efficient.
you guys have 5 more weeks of traveling together, huh?
Nope.
Quickly, leave it.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So we'll have to have.
Yeah.
We should go to the radio.
Ladies first.
Oh, that wasn't good.
A pogey buster.
Pogey buster.
Don't do it, Grant. Whoa. Don't do what? Wow, it's like a seal coming on an iceberg.
Can I hand?
On your way, take our hand.
They're really a miserable group of people that were on board.
I know. Yeah. If only guys are all a bunch of downers, we could only have some fun.
We try hard.
I know.
That's way more than
I mean,
But we all have one of those at least, or more.
Ooh, he's got fingerprints on his butt, doesn't he?
I haven't hit my head like that in a while.
you couldn't tell.
Fabry, good news, I'm in the front.
And slightly concussed, apparently. Go back, change into our bathing suits.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a weird thing to say.
Look at how calm it is, though. This is a good day.
This is the perfect day for the plunge.
It's like they planned it or something. I know.
If the sun would just shine, it wouldn't be any warmer, but it would feel.
I was gonna say it's not gonna make a bit of
Well, they'll get
difference.
better with this level of light. Though the pictures will be great.
Yeah, that's true.
Just got the call for the polar plunge. Here we go. Which way? This way?
Hello, victims.
All right, here we go.
You guys must have done this before, right?
Yeah, I've been in the main water before.
Warmer water.
What do you think?
That was so cool.
That was very cold.
How's it feeling?
It's horrible.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun. It actually wasn't that bad. Well, that was great. Lace, what did you think?
It was good, but it definitely took the breath out of you.
Yeah, we were actually the first and second person off the boat, so that worked out.
Yeah. And now they're actually videoing for people, but they didn't when we were down there.
Yeah. Luckily, some folks in our immersive kayak group took some videos, so I'll sprinkle that in. That was great.
And make sure that you open that up and just make sure your sleeping bag fits right away, because this is your chance. All right, this is it. Do it.
Fat.
No.
Yeah. I can simplify it for you.
Can I have a wide?
You get a line. Thank you.
Okay, please check that you have everything and that you're comfortable in the sleeping.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
You say that, but if there's a hole in it. And my hair is something special. We are here at Fish Island. Another absolutely stunning area. Can already smell the penguins, which is special. I don't know how to describe that smell. What would you say, Lace? It's like fishy. It's fishy. It's like bird shit and fish. Could do some kayaking again here. A couple hours. Looking forward to seeing some more penguins for sure. Beautiful day.
And for our vacation, we are intending to start at 3 p.m. this afternoon, so in about 30 minutes. We'll be calling the groups as follows. We'll be starting with the citizen science zodiacs first, followed by penguins, albatross, whales, and seals.
Bubblemen feeding over there.
Yeah. Look.
Those are.
Yeah. But before they came up, I could see the whole ring of bubbles that they were talking about. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Once they start that, they normally keep going. Although they seem to be moving. Oh, yeah, okay, that's their deep dive. Yes.
Double feeding.
Guys, let's go!
Okay.
One more!
1 second.
Oh no way!
You can watch them from the kayak. Go, go!
We're coming!
Just so you know, Grant's still bitching at me today. He didn't what? Get close enough.
We were within 5 kilometers. It was good.
By the Adelie penguin colony. And after that.
Did you say Delhi penguin colony?
Yes, it's one more time Adelie penguin colony. Sorry.
She said Gentoo.
Cool.
Laura last night said we're going to see Gentoo.
I think it's Adelie. It's Gentoo?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying what she. That's just what she said. I asked specifically. I said I wanted to see a penguin with orange.
Okay, if Laura said, I will trust her, not me.
What she might have said, and I'm just remembering this,
at some point we will.
You might see a few here, but not
Okay.
a big thing.
Later.
Yeah.
So, what do you decide? Option B or option A?
I kind of vote whales, but
I vote A.
yeah, I did A.
I like the idea of going around too.
Yeah, well, A,
For a little bit of
A
whales.
is here, penguins and around.
These islands are really cool
Yeah,
too.
maybe we
Lots
can-
of wildlife here.
Yeah, maybe we can launch.
Yeah. Why not? You just sit there and we'll do it all.
We'll do your job. Okay. Okay. I will see.
Sorry.
I can kill.
Here, I'll hold.
Got 5, that's you guys.
You are doing great.
Number 6 over here. Anybody number 6?
That's me.
Number 5. So should we load the front first or back?
I don't know where to stand. If
No, I think we'll do them first and then we can.
Yeah. Your partner in crime is holding that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Laurel is. Go right in. We need somebody to do paddles. I'm going to get in. I'll be paddling.
My partner is holding the other kayak.
Thank you. Coming over. Don't move, Fabry.
Perfect. Bonk him. That'd be
I'm gonna get in my kayak now.
You get in your kayak. So you're in.
And you can handle this.
Wish you would.
How do you work with this guy, Julian? I don't know. I don't know. They should pay you more. They should pay you more.
I do the same to him.
He's gonna do a great entry into the community.
I think
make that comment that they should pay you more. I know. I will. You're underpaid. So one of the kayaks we took from the Discovery because we had the switcheroo this morning.
Yeah.
So one of them will have to adjust the pedals, maybe, but we also have one extra.
Yeah, we have one extra because we don't have Ben. And
Sure, that'll be me.
Probably. We did it on purpose.
We will try our best.
And you're gonna give me an upside down paddle again, right?
Yes. That's special time.
Oh, looking great.
So the rest of us aren't numbered, right? You're two.
That looks like mine.
How can you tell?
The seat's out.
Oh yeah, I got.
Did that on purpose before you came.
Pretty long foot pegs for the back person though. That can't be Bruce. He's got short legs.
Okay. They're like almost all.
Let's hold them by the feet.
Yeah, they are. So.
All right.
Baptism.
You guys need help.
Take another one.
I think.
Nice. They're coming right at us. Oh, good boys over there. Nice.
Good one.
The people in those boats got a great photo. Do it. Oh. It's our first orca, and we saw a bunch of penguins, porpoise that way, so they're definitely hunting. Yeah, they're so tasty. Oh, there's two of them. Thank you.
Singing a song in my head.
I was doing the same thing.
He's puffed out from behind that.
Jump up.
It's the same type we saw yesterday and the day before, right?
What's this coming right at us?
What is that?
Do you see that?
What is that?
Are those
Those are penguins.
penguins?
We'll know in a second. It's just fishing. Yeah, I see you. More penguins. See him swimming out in the water over there? To your right, Liz? Yeah.
That's the chick. He was chasing the father, looking for food.
We should probably go on the outside of this, yeah. These guys are feeding like crazy.
Let's go hang out in it.
It's radical. Jump in, buddy. The wild is fine. Actually, it's really not. I think I still have an innie. This kind of gives a good view of how thick the snow is here. Like, look at that. Also, there's a seal right there. And that's a Lacey. There's some open water on this other side, but this looks like a traffic jam. I'm gonna slow us down. Holy moly. I didn't look to the left. Like, what? What? Wow.
Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh, these people, you can never get it wrong. Come on. I'm only gonna go because it's a leopard here. Only because of that. Don't take it long and go really quiet.
Sorry, I was trying to not cut them off. You need a leash. Just coast.
Get out of the way, I'm now we can ride.
Who puts their perfume on today? This guy's really got a sense of smell.
Come on, buddy, get in the water. Give us the shot.
Well worth coming over.
Oh, no.
He almost said no.
Oh. The face is very, like, domesticated looking, isn't it?
I mean, I think he'd use his neutral.
Not even close. The things we can do to him. Fabulous fabric? Fabulous. The fabric. Oh, I got a really good view now. No one took 15 pictures of that. That's quite a
He just winked at us. You guys shut the hell up. This place.
Let's go back to Julian. I think he's breaking it.
Yeah, guys, it's a leopard.
What's that?
It's a leopard.
Leopard?
It's a leopard. How do you know?
Because I took a picture and made zoom. And zoom it.
He's cute. I love him. He's a penguin now.
Go in. Go in. Yeah, they're closer.
We're gonna do both sides.
Both sides.
It's what I do to get late.
I'll have to remember that trick.
Okay, what can I use?
Yep, sit on the back. There you go.
And get your feet on the seat to help you push.
Just stand up, put your butt right there.
Okay, but if you get my butt there, am I?
You're gonna twist that way, so if you're facing out towards those mountains behind, or to your right.
Okay, and then I'm gonna twist which way?
Normally it's easier if you just bring your butt in.
Yeah,
but
bring
if
your
you want
butt in and up to us. And I got your life jacket.
Whoa. I'll grab the back.
Thanks, Tom.
There you go. There you go.
There, thank you.
Okay.
And spin her on.
Yeah. Spin around.
You got it.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that.
Oh! Used to the guy that's going, oh, that was perfect. I didn't see that coming. Oh, that was amazing.
Great mackerel on
feel it. Yeah.
Oh, your phone's not working.
Stepping on my toe.
Oh, I didn't know I stepped on your toe. I can't feel it either. Well, as you can see, I am not camping on snow. Unfortunately, the temperatures are going to drop tonight, and the landing area where we were going to go in is covered in ice. And so the expedition team made the decision, and frankly, it's probably the right decision, to not do the camping. And unfortunately, that was our last chance to do it. So we're not going to get to do it on this trip, which is very, man, my hair's crazy. Very disappointing, as that was one of the things we were most looking forward to. But we've had a great trip and really can't complain. The other piece of bad news they gave us was that originally we were supposed to have 2 more days, tomorrow and the day after, before we had to head north into the Drake Passage. And unfortunately, there is a tremendous storm coming through in a few days. And because of that, we actually have to head north earlier. So tomorrow will be our last day here. And then we're gonna shoot up to Ushuaia to get ahead of the storm. So that's even more disappointing that we're losing a full day. But they did share the weather, and if we stuck around, it'd be like 30 to 40 foot waves, very gusty winds. We came through in like 3-meter waves, so it'd be 3 times as bad. And although I personally would trade a rough ride for 2 days for 1 more day here for other passengers, and maybe even the boat, the crew knows the boat better than anybody, it wouldn't be the best situation. So got to make the most of tomorrow. Never gets old waking up to this. All right, well, it is sadly our last day here in Antarctica, and it's a packed day if everything goes to plan. Although, as you've seen, you can't always count on that, but kind of 3 major things for the day. The first is we are stopping by a place called Peterman Island. It has a colony of penguins, multiple types of penguins. So we'll paddle around there and then do a short hike up, take a bunch of photos. The boat will reposition to a place called Port Charcot, which the expedition leader has said is her favorite landing in Antarctica. So we'll see if it lives up to the hype. And then lastly, later today, the boat will pass through the Lamar Channel, which is a famous place. There's dramatic cliffs that come right down to the sea. It should be an absolutely stunning last vestige of Antarctica before we unfortunately turn north and head back through the Drake Passage. So I gotta get ready, but you can see it's another absolutely gorgeous day here in Antarctica. All right, in the monkey suit, you can see on the island there's a little research facility there. It's from the early 1900s. I don't remember the date. This is Peterman Island.
Morning. It is a good morning, isn't it? Again.
Nice to come in here, guys.
It's definitely going a little bit faster than previously.
I'll temper my...
Leave a place in the front from Brad.
Oh, okay. Sorry. A couple seals. Yeah.
The seals in the natural habitat.
Yeah, I figured this was mostly going to be me paddling. Since you have a new fresh memory stick.
I got 1,500 photos of things.
See the penguins on the point below the seals? Just jumped out of the water right there.
Oh yeah.
You're good, Lex. Let me control it. Just gotta get my gloves back on.
Right in front of
Oh yeah, right there.
Right there.
Wow. Wow. Guys, right behind you. Seal in the water right behind you. So these are different type of penguins.
Yeah, these are the Gen 2s.
What are these types?
Gen 2s.
I'm sorry, Lace, one more time.
Gen 2s.
Gen 2s?
Yeah.
That's a pretty unoriginal name. Pretty awesome day. You know, it's the last day. I would love it if I got flipped over by this. Yeah, catch up, bud.
Yeah.
Yesterday we got full stopped. Chin strap penguin right there. I will insert Lacey's photo. But that's Lacey's excitement level. This has made me realize how little I knew about penguins, because I didn't even know they were like, I guess I knew they were different. I don't know if this will pull on the GoPro. I asked Lacey to take a picture of that, I'll insert, but like way up on the ridge, there's a single penguin just surveying his domain. There's just one chin strap.
I know.
Where his partner is. We didn't want to say anything.
Bad day when you look at guys.
And yet there are some people on the boat that all they're going to focus on is the negative. Ow!
What a great background.
What about the foreground, man?
What a great
Do it!
Is at 11:30. It's 9 o'clock right now. Are you hoping you want to go to land?
Yeah, we'd like to go to land.
Okay. We can load up right now and we can go to land.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
It's cold. It's cold. We felt a little bit of cuddling.
like penguins.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Are you
Please
all
go
three
in.
going together?
Yeah, they're just buddies. Go in the water. Yes!
Oh yeah.
Yay!
And swim. Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yay!
Did you get that?
I hope I did.
I hope I did.
Oh my gosh. I got one for you.
All right, hit us with it.
When I was in Zodiac, and they were pecking at the rope, towing my kayak, and they even pecked at the kayak I was towing.
Oh, there's a good colony over there. Oh, wow. You're right. You see the penguin all the way up on the ice. All right, we'll just cast enough to turn us a little bit here. Yeah, seems like a guy way up there. Can you get a photo of the guy way up there?
I'm trying.
Oh, sorry.
He's a little too far.
I feel like this whole trip has been like, ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that.
If you're in a bad mood, like watching TV, there's something wrong with you.
It's like hockey. And if penguins could play hockey, nothing but enjoyment.
You got Julian to help you.
There's a hut. Oh, yeah, not the
Yeah, it's a slow death.
Somehow I'm out of breath already.
Well, that's not great.
I've really been working my legs lately.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think so. It was built in 1965. Pretty good size.
Is this the terminus of the long hike?
I think so.
Oh, that's mildly disappointing.
Hey, hello. Good, how are you? Good.
First other boat. I think it's the same boat from this morning.
I didn't see one.
Penguin tracks. Yeah. I don't know much more. We're moving backwards, bud. Yeah, screw you guys, I'll go this way. I missed it. Just had a whale tail. It's a whale tail right there. Got some humpies feeding. This is poor Sharko. is our last spot in Antarctica where we're gonna get to be on land. We're gonna kayak first and then get ashore. A little disappointed this is the last adventure on this adventure. We will go through the Lamar Pass, as I said earlier, after this, but this is our last expedition, if you will. Wah, wah. It's been amazing, though. And even though we lost out on a couple things, like, you can't be upset. Well, there's plenty of people on board that are upset, but
We're not.
we're not.
Because we've had an amazing trip.
See when this whale will come back up. I think he went deep that last time. There he is. Oh, he's coming right at the boat. Yeah, come on, buddy. What's he doing?
Surface feeding.
Yeah. Other people see my whale. Yeah. Yeah. That was great. That was great. Yeah.
No, we'll see you.
It's all good. We'll figure it out.
Wrong side.
Wrong side.
I think I got my
The penguins? No, they don't.
They don't care about the whale. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. One more time. There's a ton of them right out there.
Okay, let's launch here.
Oh, there's the whale.
Yeah, you're
Launch here. I already
Yeah.
At the end, it was like, oh, that was great. I was the nap.
It has the sticking up pole. That one.
Here we go. There's a tail. Oh, yeah! Thank you.
Raft of penguins?
Yep. So it's probably 30 or 40. Like a raft of otter.
Wow, look at that.
I know, that is cool.
That is so really cool.
That's the coolest. Is that because they're actually chasing?
Oh, wow.
Or herding it? I don't think they herd. They do work collectively, though. So maybe they are.
Sure looks like it. That is so cool.
There's the whale.
And there's
right there.
the whale.
Holy crap.
Another whale. Two
There's
whales.
another whale.
I think this is you. Two whales.
Is it 5 feet fat? No.
This really sucks.
Holy moly.
It's just, we hit the jackpot here.
Okay.
What's that?
Get in the kayak.
No, there's things.
Keep it Debbie down.
What? Yeah.
Baby.
Maybe we should.
We gotta hold back. We gotta be 200 meters away.
Remember, they can't kick us out now.
Why?
This is the last one.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, it's a double white.
Thank you. So we're not going anywhere else, right? We're just kind of hanging here.
No, we're just hanging here.
This is the afternoon show.
I mean, it doesn't get better than this. Thanks for the send up, buddy. Thank you. Holy crap.
Oh,
Holy crap.
you see him spinning? He was like spinning.
I'd love to see this krill.
Oh my God.
That's a fat penguin. He's just right on the surface eating them.
Best day ever.
And there's the whole thing. A herd of them.
Oh my goodness.
The whale's usually
Look
right
at them.
behind I'm not going.
Get those photos, ladies. Oh, the whale's coming right at us.
What did he say?
He said don't go any further.
I'm not.
We're not paddling.
Oh, there's two
With
of
the
them.
whale in the background.
Holy shit. All I keep hearing is back up, back up. Okay.
Come on, whale. Come on, whale. Yeah.
Best day ever!
How did they all just keep getting
I don't know, but every day is so great.
Okay, guys, we can go a little bit.
Yeah! Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Here you go. Hey, bye, Bo.
Yay!
Sorry, I was screaming.
No, don't be sorry. I love enthusiasm.
If there's nothing else we bring to the party, we bring Lacey's enthusiasm. We got a leopard seal coming up.
The voice is down, we're near it, and I heard it vocalize twice just now. Pretty rare. It was moving around a bit, so it could be some disturbance, so...
I think if we just stay here, the current will. It's alright.
It's all cramped. We're gonna go this way. You're gonna get in trouble.
I have no choice.
What an amazing day. There's still penguins jumping all over the place. This huge iceberg behind us. Oh, amazing. Always vocalizing. I want to go in it. What is... Oh, wow.
Let's go in the other side.
This iceberg is rolling. There's the arch. Okay. One more look at the arch. Oh my God! Yeah, thank you!
We were frightened. So sorry. Sorry. I get too excited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We all thought you were in the water.
No, oh, I would have gone after the whale, but...
Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, we're gonna wrap up. Also, Julian, we start with the
Yeah, I'm gonna spin this back around real quick.
travel backwards so we can look for the whale. Whoa, that was close.
I actually felt the breath in the kayak, like the kayak rocked a little bit.
Sorry, I get too excited.
Oh, look, they're saying goodbye.
Bye, little guys. Thank you.
It's funny, it was cold and then that happened and I am not cold anymore. I like how everyone like scorned you there. We thought you were in the water.
You know, I got a different pair of boots and they went on.
That's
much
right where we
easier. They
were
also
at.
came
I know.
much easier.
That was awesome. That was the whale saying goodbye, Lace.
Bye, Baina.
Adios, Baina.
You have to set up a kayak walk with them.
don't know why we speak Spanish to the whales.
They understand Spanish.
These are Spanish whales.
Yeah.
We're in Argentina.
It's when we worked on the boats. There was this purser that he said he could make the whales show up and he'd just go, ballenas.
Then they would show up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Close.
Yeah. Yeah, the kayak shook. Like.
That was Lacey laughing.
It was me full of excitement. Yelled at.
I know. You get yelled at for having too much fun.
I know.
Last kayak was epic. Epic. Oh, this is a pretty good walk.
How long is it going to take? There's plenty of time. I saw you.
Lace, are you doing penguins or top of the mountain?
I'm doing penguins.
You're doing penguins?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try to go up to the top. Hello. This way, around the penguin. What's the rough time to the top?
Like 10. You'll be fine. Yeah,
okay.
Don't run.
Okay.
What is it?
I have like an hour.
Yeah, you got an hour. You'll be
good?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
It's well worth it. Take your time. Yeah,
okay.
You got fun.
All right, thank you. Pretty special spot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You. Pretty amazing spot.
Yeah.
How was the kayaking?
Excellent. Best yet. Hello.
Hello.
Pretty amazing, eh? Yeah. Yeah, we were down there earlier in the kayaks. It was amazing. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, not much to see up there.
No, it's horrible. Well, made it to the top. So here's your 360. I have to say, for the last day, here in Antarctica. This is an amazing one. That whale experience, this hike up here, this view. I'll miss this place, and I wish I could explain it, and I wish the camera could capture it. But the reality is both are gonna fall short. So when you get the opportunity to come to Antarctica, jump on it, because you won't be able to describe it to anybody else either. Oh, one's coming in. These penguins are amazing climbers. Like, look at them all on this cliff face. They're all crawling. I didn't know that about them. Pretty amazing, especially when you see them waddle. I wonder how they can climb so good. Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait on you. This guy was trying to decide what he wanted to do.
Like these guys all right here, just each one on a little rock.
It's impossible to explain this place to people. You don't want us to leave? Yeah, we'll stay. We appreciate the couple extra minutes.
But this one is actually very moving along.
The belly of a penguin. They have like dagger-like teeth, right?
Same thing. We're gonna wrap it up, so if you can drop your passenger.
Oh, you got in trouble?
One last year from this side, maybe we have another last sighting. Quite large, huh?
Huge.
Alright.
And for our last adventure here in Antarctica, we are going through the Lamar Channel. So it is a channel where the cliffs basically come right down to the sea, like what you'd see up in Alaska. So be there in about 15 to 30 minutes, and then it's a pretty short passage through. And then I guess we'll start the trip back home ultimately, but to Ushuaia and into the Drake Passage. All right, well, we have sailed across the Drake Passage and we are in the Beagle Channel, which means we are less than 24 hours on the boat. So I wanted to give you my thoughts after I've had a chance to reflect on this amazing trip to Antarctica. I'm going to cover what I really liked, maybe some things that I didn't care for, and the cost. The cost would be the last thing, so you can skip ahead if that's all you care about. So my general thoughts of this trip of a lifetime. I don't know how to explain Antarctica. It is an amazing landscape. although it's been impacted by humans, right, because of the warming of the planet, it's untouched and it's a really special place. And if you have the opportunity to come down here, you absolutely should. Lacey and I saved for a long time, over a decade, to be able to do this trip. And I don't feel as though we wasted our time or our money at all. So if you're at all interested in Antarctica, I 100% recommend coming down. And throughout this review, I'll also give you some things to consider if you're coming down. One of the things I liked the most, other than the Antarctica landscape and the wildlife and all of that, was, there's a certain type of person that comes down here and takes this type of trip. And for lack of a better way of saying it, it really felt as though we were amongst our people. It was all different walks of life from all over the world. There were retirees, there were people in their 20s, there were people who there were a lot of people who this was their 7th continent. And so sitting down and being able to have conversations with folks like that and just hear their life story was a secondary bonus to this trip that I didn't necessarily appreciate when I booked it. And so, it was 140 people on boat. We're not going to stay in touch with everybody, but I can pretty confidently say there's going to be a handful of people that we will stay in contact with. We've exchanged information, and if our paths cross again, and I hope they do, we will certainly buy them a beer or invite them to Maine or whatever it may be. So the people were fantastic. I will also say the crew was fantastic. Both the professional mariner crew, so the deck department, the engineering department, but also the expedition staff were also amazing, also from all over the world. And it was really interesting in that, both our kayak guides are full captains up in British Columbia, up in Canada, doing their own whale watching tour. So even the people you might think are the lower people in terms of kayak guides have a wealth of experience. And it was really great to hear from them, what gets them excited. Because then when we saw them getting excited in certain places and taking photos, we knew, this is a really special moment. The company Polar Latitudes that we went with, and expedition travel in general. So I just want to touch on that. So there are a number of companies that come down here, and you can spend a lot more than we did, and you can spend a little bit less than we did. What was important to us, though, was to come on an expedition ship. And so if you're looking to come down here, there's a few options, but the main difference is if you go with a Viking, a large ship, you're not going to get the time ashore that we did. You go down to Antarctica, you get to see the icebergs, and you probably get to see some penguins from afar, but you don't get to do the kayaking and the landings and that sort of thing. And we knew that because we'd worked on expedition ships before. It was super important to us. So it's not as luxurious. It is a little bit more adventurous, but you really get a different type of experience. And so if you're going to come down here, and you're physically able to, I would heavily recommend looking into an expedition type ship and maybe passing on the larger ships unless you're less mobile. I will say we had a number of older people on the boat who were not mobile. And there were also some people on here with disabilities that, needed assistance walking. And the crew did a fantastic job in terms of accommodating them and allowing them to have an experience that I don't think they would get on those bigger ships. So I would personally say choose an expedition ship. If you come with Polar Latitudes, make sure you sign up for the immersive kayaking. You get an almost completely different experience than anybody out on the boat. There are 10 spots, so you got to sign up early, but you get to kayak every day, at least once, if not twice. The other thing you get is you're in the same group of people. So you get this really kind of tight-knit group where you're going out every day with the same people. And it's just a great experience. And you still get to go ashore and do all this stuff, but we got to see some things that nobody else on the boat got to see because we were part of that program. And so if you're coming, I would highly, highly recommend signing up for the immersive kayaking. Now, Polar Latitudes, why did we go with them? We used to work for a company called Lindblad Expeditions, and I started there. They're partnered with National Geographic, or I should say partially owned by National Geographic, and they do some amazing tours. It's a great company. We have firsthand experience, again, having worked there, but their trips are significantly more expensive than a Polar Latitudes. And ultimately what pushed us over the edge is there's a YouTube couple that we watch called Kara and Nate, a very famous channel that came down here 3 or 4 years ago. They had an amazing experience. And so getting to see how happy they were, some footage of what they got to see really gave us comfort before we put out quite a bit of money to come down here. So would I come with Polar Latitudes again? I would. This ship, the Sea Venture, and I never did a tour of this boat because, frankly, this is the last season they're going to be using it, so it's not a lot of benefit to showing this ship. But they have 2 new vessels that they take up to the Arctic and down here to Antarctica, and they have trips kind of year-round with some shoulder season. So if you're looking for a company, I would consider Polar Latitudes, and I would recommend them to anybody who asked me if they should consider them. So that's all the things I liked. Loved the crew, loved the experiences, loved the people that we got to meet. Things that could have been better. A lot of people on board loved the food. We found it kind of bland, frankly. You know, if you were to ask me like, what's the one thing that could have been better? Frankly, the food. It's not that it was bad. It was not bad. It wasn't gross. And the kitchen and the wait staff took very good care of us. It was actually a level of service that I didn't expect. So that was all great. Just the food was a little bland. And because recently this vessel was purchased by a Chinese company, there was just a lot of rice dishes, which is fine. I like rice dishes, but we were on the boat for 14 days and it got old pretty quick. If I had one thing to nitpick on, it would be the food. But again, we didn't go hungry and there were a lot of nights that we actually overate. So, but if I had to pick one thing, I'd say the food. The bar was excellent. Myself and a few other people, we ended up buying the boat out of Guinness, which was like 8 cases, 190 something cans of Guinness, but well stocked. If that's your thing, they had cocktails of the day and they had cocktail hours every day. So that was great. It was a great opportunity to socialize in a common space. Oh, one other thing. I think I could have done a better job of planning our travel down here. So if you're going to come down, we found out through some other people, there's actually a direct flight from Miami to Ushuaia, which is probably an easier flight because I wanted to go through Delta. We actually are spending like a 16-hour layover both ways in Buenos Aires. It's great. We get to go experience some of that city, but it made for a long trip down here. If you were to think about when you leave your door, and again, we're in Maine, but a lot of people from other places are just as far. When we left our door in Maine to when we actually got to Antarctica, so crossing the Drake, all our flights, that long layover, it was like 5 days. It was 5 days of travel to get to the continent of Antarctica. So you definitely want to do some more planning than I did. I ended up going with Delta because I had miles through work and it was a cheaper option for us. I frankly wish I had considered the time delay. There are a lot of people that are getting off the boat and essentially just doing one long leg all the way home. We have a couple of long layovers, so it's going to take us 2 days to get home, which again, I'm nitpicking. And I should say, Polar Latitudes, unlike some other companies, they do not actually book your airfare. So that is 100% on you to figure out. So 3 other things to touch on: the Drake Passage, the weather, and the cost. Drake Passage, so they say down here you can either get the Drake Lake or the Drake Shake. I would say we got somewhere in the middle. The waves were 3 to 4 meters in both directions. We actually ended up coming back a day early because of the weather. There was a huge storm coming in, and the waves would have been like 10 to 12 meters, which would have been a really rough ride. So you have to be mindful of that. It's just the cost of getting down there. You can mitigate it somewhat. So this boat, I didn't know it when I booked it, it has stabilizers. And so that definitely helped with the roll. That said, there were still a lot of people on board who got sick. There's puke bags all over the boat so that if somebody does feel sick, it's not a mess for everybody. But we saw a number of people using those. Even though we worked on boats, we took some Dramamine just as a precaution. For us, I actually think I felt worse because of the Dramamine. It made me really tired, made me really lethargic. But if you don't have experience on boats, I would say definitely bring you to the patches, the Dramamine. They have these things for your wrist. You definitely want to consider that. And you need to think about, it's 2 days both ways in the Drake Passage. So if you're booking a 12-day trip, right, you're losing 4 days of that. So you're only getting 8 days in Antarctica. And for us, it's 2 days of travel on both ends for the airfare. So keep that in mind. I would say book the longest possible trip you can when you come down, because you want to make that travel worth it. The weather, I know that came up a number of times in this video where we had plans. Those plans got sidelined, including we didn't get to do the outdoor camping, which was one of the main reasons I went with Polar Latitudes. I was really looking forward to that. But you have to be flexible. You have to keep in mind that the staff does not control the weather. What they control is keeping you safe. And you have to understand that coming down. If you come down with a checklist of, okay, we're going to go to these spots and I'm going to see these things, you will be disappointed. But in our case, every time we didn't stick with the original plan, we got to see something else amazing that we wouldn't have seen. So it works out. You just have to be really flexible when you come down here, because ultimately the temperatures can drop, the winds can pick up, and it can be unsafe pretty quickly, whether that's for kayaking or just hiking or overnight camping. And finally, the cost. I get a lot of questions about cost. And so I would encourage you to go on to the Polar Latitudes website. I booked a year ago, so these numbers are stale, frankly. And you have to understand there are different levels. There are people on here that ended up with a roommate in a shared room. They got this trip significantly cheaper. They got this trip for like $8,000, which is a lot of money, but it's significantly cheaper than what Lacey and I paid. We have a balcony room, which is not the top of the top. There's 2 presidential suites on top of this boat, which were more. But for us, this was $18,000 a piece. And then you add flight on top of that, and you add food to get down here. And so And so this trip was a financial commitment. It's the reason we had to save up for a decade. We do okay. We work hard. We make decent money, but we're not going to go in debt for a trip. So we've been squirreling money aside for almost 15 years for this trip. And I will say, sending that initial deposit was a bit of a pucker moment. But again, I don't know how to put a price on the beauty we saw. And frankly, like, Lacey and I both got emotional, not crying, just in awe of everything we were seeing, right? Like, you look out and it's just, there's so much to take in. You can't help to start to get those tingles. And the smile I saw on Lacey's face, for me, was priceless. You know, she looked at me a number of times and just ear to ear grin, and I'd pay almost anything for that. So that in and of itself was worth it. And this is not a trip you'd probably do more than once in your life, right? So you got to plan for it. I thought it was important to, you know, there are a number of older people on the boat where this is their 7th continent, because it is such a commitment to get down here. We wanted to do it while we were still in our 40s, still somewhat young, could do the hikes, could do the kayaking, that sort of thing. All right, well, thanks for watching along. I'm sure by the time this gets edited, it's going to be quite a video. It's going to be quite a set of memories, and I really appreciate it. If you want to see some other adventures we've gone on, and click here for the next video that YouTube thinks you should see. And you can also subscribe to the channel, because this won't be the last time we post. Thanks.